Comments and then I'll take questions. But I thought guys ran hard from the backfield position. Thought William obviously had a great day with 3 touchdowns, and thought our offensive line performed better. Saw some consistency in there, some movement, and so there were some encouraging things there. Had some big plays on the offense, and we've got to continue to make those things happen. Certainly get an opportunity to look at the film and make the corrections that we have to, and continue to improve. Any questions I can help you with?
Yeah, I know Keith hasn't got banged up, but were you going into this game intent on getting Keith and Tony a little more involved and getting some reps early in this game, or is that just how it worked out?
It just kind of worked out that way. We certainly wanted to get Tony involved. That was important with the situation at the wide receiver position right now, and he was able to get in there and get some quality work and made a big catch. Had a couple other opportunities. We'd like to see him come up with the ball, but it was good to see. And then, of course, he was playing quite a bit of defense as well, so we didn't want to overuse him.
From a play calling and system standpoint, now 4 games in, you getting a better idea of the approach you want to have each week and more of an identity offensively?
I think so. I think we're gaining more of an identity and looking at who we are and what our strengths are, and then what our weaknesses are, and trying to play to our strengths. And we think we've got good backs, and we've got to run the football, and that's certainly got to happen for us. But I think we're getting a better handle.
Kai just seemed to play really well. Would you just talk? Obviously, I haven't seen the film, but will you comment on what you saw?
You know, I saw some really good things from him. I'm not sure the number of snaps he had, but very quickly, for making the move on Tuesday to offensive line, you could see the retention he had from previous year, and I think he was pretty poised, and I thought he did a pretty good job. I'm anxious to see how those two look when we compare them.
Yeah, can Makaji come right in like this and compete right there?
Well, yes, absolutely he can. And I think it's difficult when you haven't had a lot of work, but I think he got enough work that we're going to be able to evaluate it.
It sounded going in like Coach would have been content with this, every play being 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But there were big plays, and you mentioned how important those are. What role do explosive plays play?
Well, I think one of the measurables for us is explosive plays. In each of our 3 wins right now, we've been, I think we've had significant numbers of explosive plays. We've got guys on the outside that can make plays, and we've got guys that when we hand it to them can make plays. So I think that's very important to our success.
Obviously, you wanted to run the ball better. Did you see what you wanted to see from the box there going into a game like Ohio State?
I think we got a sense of what it is we're trying to do. I will have to look at the film. We'll have to look at the film just to really get an evaluation of how well we did. And certainly, as we know, we get into Big Ten play, we're going to have to continue to improve.
Dan, without seeing the film, do you get a feel for what Travis gives you?
I do think this. I think he brings a real presence of leadership. There's an enthusiasm. He identifies fronts and he communicates very well. And I think the guys feed off of that.
How do you evaluate Maxwell's play?
I thought other than the center quarterback exchange, I thought he played very well. I thought he made some good throws, made good reads. But we had a little trouble underneath center with a couple guys he was working with, and we'll have to get that improved. But I thought he did a good job.
In talking about Le'Veon, I know sometimes with the 3-back option, you go with the guy who's hot. Did you get a sense that maybe he was getting there today, or did he just show it to you?
No, I think what you saw is Edwin was running very hard. We ran him inside, and then Le'Veon got some opportunities to get the ball on the perimeter and made some plays there. I think Le'Veon had like 81 yards on 8, 9, 10 carries, something like that. So that was good to see. But really, I think as we went in, we felt like those 2 guys had to establish themselves, and we had to get them in the flow of it.
Anything else for Dan? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.